I'm here all day.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This one complete to Coleman.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And out now come the Vikings. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right read.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. D4. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Yeah.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Mixon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Love. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Oh, this is blocked. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
On 2nd and 9, Newton drops it off for Coleman. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now it's Mixon running right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, 54 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, it's Coleman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Mixon with a first down carry. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, it's Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. So they get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, D.
Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40, the 30. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because we can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, it's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So we come upon, so I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing.
And right now, that crowd, silent. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Again, it's Mixon. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Let's get it.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd-and-1. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Line 36. Line 36. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On the run, it's Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To throw is Luck. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. This is Coleman with a grab. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Here's Luck. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On first down, Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on second and long. Luck. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Eagles on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Luck. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On first down, it's Newton. It's caught by Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll wind up about 40 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon. Brushing off defenders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through track.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rolling to his right. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mixon with it. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man.
That's our ball. Our ball.
After review of the play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Let's go, Mexico. 12. On.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. He's going to lock one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Locke. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Luck now to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guy. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew.